What's up, world? This is your main host, Jay, and this is my co-host,
Raider boy.
Raider Boy. We got a lot to go over with today, but I want to start off with on a good note. Damar Hamlin, man.
Well, he's back in Buffalo. He's out of the hospital, which is a good note.
That's great.
It's good for everybody. Everybody, all the teams, they were all.
That was
I seen it on the weekend. Everybody was wearing this shirt, supporting him. The charity got all that money. I think he got like $2 million. So they're showing him love, and it's good to see that.
That was good to hear because I was just really, like I said, like on my last episode, I touched on that a little bit. I was just really devastated because I heard it's just from what it was going like, it could have been really fatal.
Yeah. Yeah. It's no joke.
He got hit as he hit that heart, as his chest pumped. That set off a chain reaction for him, and he just fell over and almost died.
Yep. Yeah. But the good thing is he's back home with his family, with his loved ones, and hopefully he gets to playing the game back. It might take him a while. Hey, some people say he might not play again because he got to think about his health and his family first.
Yeah, I mean health over anything, honestly. It's a bit of a shame because he is a young safety. He's only been in the league for a little bit, but I think he has to prioritize his needs over his wants.
Right.
And it's a little devastating, but hopefully he comes back on the field 100%. I really want to see him. He was electrifying when he was playing.
Right. I really hope so. I really hope so because I'm pretty sure that's what he wants. He wants to go back in there and play with his brothers. And
I'm sure his like I said, I'm sure his teammates really want to see him back, but they also want to see him in the right mind, in the right state.
Most definitely.
And then just all together. All right, can we speed this up to the Gervonta Davis fight versus Hector Garcia?
Hell of a fight, man, on Saturday. Tank, hell of a entrance to the ring,
I know, man.
I was digging it, you know what I mean?
Absolutely petrifying when I seen Gervonta Davis step in that ring, man.
Right, he's, he reminds me of little Tyson, man. That guy he looks ready, He just has that smile.
He's ready to go.
Yes, he is. And for the people that didn't get to watch the fight, it started off slow. Tank was studying. They were both studying each other, really.
Yeah.
But you know what? Ryan, he surprised me. He used the jab early. He controlled the distance a little bit. But I felt like once Tank felt his power, he closed in that distance, and he started touching him up. And he felt that power, and then what happened? He gave up on the the corner.
Yeah, it was a big one right there. I mean, I was hoping for this fight. A lot of built up for this.
Yeah.
Gervonta's type of player. He's the type of boxer to just let his actions speak for himself.
Yeah, he's promising. He is the future of boxing, most definitely.
He doesn't need to do all this extra nonsense. He just lets his style fight for itself, and I think that shows a lot.
Yeah, and I don't know if you've seen, Jay, there was like a scuffle in the crowd, and I never seen somebody stop the fight,
Yeah, I heard that.
Tank looked over there, Garcia looked over there, and nowadays you don't know what could happen, you know what I mean? Somebody put out a thing or something, everybody got to leave.
No, absolutely.
Fight over, but I guess it was just a little argument.
Little kerfuffle, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nothing major. But they did stop, yeah. I mean, that's rare. It usually just goes.
Yeah, the show must go on. Usually the boxers, but I don't blame him for stopping and taking a second look.
Yeah, Gervonta just chilled in the corner and just, he was staring at it. He was like, "Oh, what's going on?"
Yeah.
Thought he was about to go in there and hop out the ring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
It was a great fight though. 9th round TKO. I believe.
Eighth. It was in the 8th. And to give you an idea what kind of boxer Tank is, man, that was his 26th TKO victory in 28 career fights. So that gives you an idea of what kind of,
he's great.
Kind of fighter caliber he is. He's nothing to mess with.
Absolutely. He's venomous. He's poisonous.
And if everything goes right, he's going to fight Ryan Garcia. Everything's set up for April 15th, but they haven't
agreed
on where. They know it's in Vegas, but they haven't figured out where.
Okay, they're just picking the venue up.
That's little things, But yeah, I'm definitely excited for that. hopefully nothing stops that from happening. Because sometimes,
I really want to see that Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta. I think Ryan has really improved his style over the time.
Yeah,
I still think he's a little shaky on defense, but
I don't think. I think they were saying Garcia wasn't Ryan. He wasn't gonna take a warm up fight like Davis did, and that could be a mistake. But maybe he has something. He has something in mind. Hey,
he just wants to go for it.
He wants to be strategic that way. That's fine. But I think it's a mistake. You can never
absolutely
train enough or get yourself ready enough. This is a big fight.
It might spill blood for him, or it might be might not be the death of him. He might persevere and just explode onto him. And I want to see a great fight. I don't ever want to see a blowout. But it just is what it is. Boxers go hand in hand with each other.
Well, Tank definitely has that power. He can let you.
Lets it explode.
He can put you on your back in a second if you blink.
Hector Garcia got hit. And supposedly he went blind.
Yeah, he said he didn't know where he was at. And,
I don't blame him.
I believe him. I believe him. Trust me. I don't think
when I seen that hit, it was just like dangerous. But overall, that fight was. It was a good show.
That was entertaining for sure. Nobody ever thought that. Nobody thought that Tank was gonna lose. It was just everybody wants to see it. Has Tank, is he looking better? Is he improving? That's the whole thing.
That was a good showcase for the Ryan Garcia fight, definitely.
Right. I agree.
Hopefully they get that sorted out and mixed and inked. And I really wanna see the Ryan Garcia.
Oh yeah, that's definitely worth watching. Definitely pay a little pay-per-view.
Heavy hitters. Hitters.
We're talking about history now.
If you guys haven't watched it, definitely do watch it. But I want to head into the next. Can we let's chill this down to a different sport now.
Okay.
Basketball.
Talk to me.
Basketball, man. The Warriors. I haven't said this enough. They're dying off a little bit. They're keeping themselves. I believe they are 6th seed in their conference, but that's not a good thing for them, honestly, because
it's not like them. But you got to understand, there's still a lot of basketball to be played. They don't got Curry in there at the moment. He's injured. He's been out for a while. He has to pick up the speed, when he comes back. And they lost last week against the Magic, so they're definitely missing Curry. And they've been there, Jay. They'll when the time is right, they'll pick it up and they'll get hot. They know when to get hot.
I do believe they will make the playoffs regardless.
I
think it's nothing that can stop the Warriors from doing that. But how far will they get in the playoffs?
Right.
That is the question we gotta ask ourselves.
Right.
And then I want to touch down on the Celtics, man. Leading their conference.
Yeah, definitely hot, and they've been hot.
1st seed. They're looking as good as they were. No, honestly, I think they're looking better this season than they did the last season. In the regular season.
I agree.
I think Jason Tatum is coming for revenge. He really wants that ring for himself. And he's just been such a crazy.
He's gonna have to fight for it.
Absolutely. He's been an amazing look.
Yeah. Let's see what they got.
And then speed this up to.
But I wanted to touch on the Lakers. The Lakers. They're ranked 12 right now. They're definitely missing that player that's out right now, Davis. So when he comes back, man, they got no time to waste. They got to put it together and let's see what they can do because,
You think Davis is going to be that key factor for them? Because I don't know if he can ever keep himself healthy.
He's fragile. Yeah, he's fragile, but they got until April to figure it out. Playoffs are then, so. Let's see what happens.
Davis, man, I think he's a very good player. I don't think no one doubts him on that. His skill and talent speaks for itself. But, man, any little thing happens to him and he gets hurt.
Yeah.
He's out for the season. He's out for a couple months. And then just rinse and repeat. And as a Lakers fan, I know they're molding after that championship ring, which a lot of people said was,
that was a fluke. I'll be the first one to say it was a fluke. The pandemic, everything.
Mickey Mouse ring, that's what they called it.
Yeah.
All the names in the books. Even Laker fans didn't want to claim it. But, LeBron James is there. He is old, man.
Yeah. They're asking for too much, 37 minutes a night,
Yeah.
The man's got to rest. And like I said, he's got to rally up the troops because he's the main dude, He's why people watch the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta LeBron James has to come up there and perform because he accepted to be on the Lakers. At the end of the day, if he wanted an easier time, he should have went to another team.
Yeah, and he brought Davis over there. He brought his players.
He creates that team. I was saying this. He basically is the GM of the Lakers.
Yeah, he won't say it, but people got eyes, man.
He has a lot of authority over that office because he is a star
player. Most definitely.
And it shows. I want a touchdown on one of my favorite teams. Not the Hawks, but the Grizzlies, man. Grizzlies. Ooh, John Moran, man. He's the next making. I think he's gonna be in the next face of the league. I think a lot of people say Giannis, but I think if John Moran keeps himself healthy and does win a ring, we're gonna be talking about him.
Yeah.
Not a long while, but a long.
He's definitely talented. Definitely talented.
The way he can just dunk it, man. It just.
Hey, that guy's got wings,
Just gripe, give him the ball. That's what you guys say. Give him the ball, and he will score.
And you surround him with the right players, man.
He has a beautiful team around him, man. We've seen last season. I want to touch down on that. Last season, he got on. He was injured, and his team won him games. Even he was questioned at one point. Do we even need John Morant?
Like that? Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
And then John Morant came back in the playoffs and studied it, booked it, and got him all the way up to the Warriors, which unfortunately they did lose.
Yeah.
And the Warriors did win the championship. But, not a bad showing. John Moran is still very young.
Nope, not at all, And, yeah, he's promising.
He's great,
he's promising,
man.
Jay. Go ahead.
I just want to touch this on a little bit. The Hawks, man. I want to end off with the Hawks. Trae Young and the Hawks are struggling.
That's all they got is Trae. Poor Trae. Need some help. Give him some help out there.
I think, but they did add addition of DeJounte Murray from Spurs, and I did believe he was great. But, I want to say this. They just don't have enough defense, enough big men to really just go for it on the plays that they need to protect the rim. They just have a backcourt full of players.
Yeah, they're a middle of the pack team, Like I said, give him some help. But me, honestly, I think he's going to end up getting traded or
possibly.
He's going to get tired, man. He wants to chase a ring, and he's not going to get it there. He's not going to get it there.
It's a little heartbreaking because Hawks is my team, but to each their own. Trae Young has to chase what he wants, and that's his dream.
Yeah,
get that ring. All right, let's shake it up to the next football, man. NFL. How you feel about this right now?
I'm excited, Jay. Everybody's waiting for the playoffs.
Playoff
time.
All right, let's get some scenarios going. So, before we even touch into the playoffs, let's talk about what happened. 49ers versus the Cardinals.
Yeah, I seen it. You guys are red hot, man. Red hot.
10th game in a row, straight in a row, not individually. Not here and there in a row. And what again? With the rookie, third string, Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy himself.
Oh, he's definitely relevant now. He's proven to be pretty good, and everybody got their hopes.
I want to talk
the
about
the Niner Empire is. That's all they got.
Bang bang, Niner gang.
Yeah.
But 38-13 in Niners' favor. They got blown out, obviously, because...
Yeah, it's expected, Cardinals don't have nothing,
But they did start off really strong.
Yeah.
Typically, what I've been seeing from the Niners, that a lot of teams do get that hunch over them. Because their defense isn't playing up the strongest. It's more of like a build-up team, They build themselves up on defense, and eventually, you're not going to crack them. But Brady goes off for 3 touchdowns, man.
Yeah, he's keeping it. He's red hot, like I said. I think he's gotten 3 in his last 3 games.
Yeah,
he's his last 2, but
he's going for it, man.
He is. He got his eyes on the prize. He just has to,
Kittle with McCaffrey, and I want to really touch down on this. Elijah Mitchell's coming back. He came back for this game, last regular season game. Him and Debo, they both fully recovered. That's going to provide a little insurance for McCaffrey so we don't run him to the ground in the playoffs.
Smart.
Elijah Mitchell came back. He scored 2 touchdowns. So
yeah, he came back,
with venom in him.
And he better display that.
Might be the best running back in the league next season.
That's a stretch, you know. But I definitely seen the game. Like I said, you know, I think you guys are playing the Seattle in the playoffs. Seahawks. That is a good team to play for the rookie. You know, get his feet wet out there.
This is a showing. It's gonna be a first rookie. You know, his first ever game in the playoffs.
You guys got Devo back. Everything is right.
All the pieces are there.
The stars are lining up. You know,
defense. You know, we're missing a linebacker, and a cornerback, but you know we can't make it work. So it's not a big priority issue. I want to just take away one thing before we touch off to another place. J.J. Watt, man, he retired. It's over for him, man.
It's over. It is. He was crying. You know, he's one of the good players, man. You know,
he's a veteran.
He's legendary, man. A lot of people don't realize for 3 to 4 years he was that boy. Nobody was even close.
He had that dog in him, man.
He did. You know, he played for the Texans, not a team that for many years. You know, it's not a team that's relevant. You know, it's not a hot team. You know,
but, you know, he took advantage of what he was given and he just went for it, man.
Right. We stayed with him, and he never got that ring. But
you know, it's a little unfortunate. But he eventually did choose to make the retirement. Nobody was telling him to. But you know. Maybe, you know, everyone has their own personal problems or their own personal gain. Maybe he was just done. He just didn't feel the sport was there.
And he's gotten 12 and a half sacks this year, so he still got some juice.
Yeah, he still.
But you know, he's got a baby now. He's a family man.
Yeah, he's phenomenal.
And he wants to enjoy his time with his family.
Absolutely.
You know, so shout out to him. You know,
shout out to JJ Watt,
and thank you for all the good memories.
And he was electrifying on that field, man. Love JJ Watt. Respects out to you, man.
Now he's got his brother, Baby Watt.
Baby Watt.
You know?
Well, what's his TJ?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a great mover. I want to touch down on the next game, Eagles versus Giants. It was a little heartbreaking for me because I'm a Niners fan. They did steal the first seed away from us, man.
Oh, I knew they were.
You know,
I knew they were.
You thought so?
The Eagles are who their records say. You know, they're nice and hot. They just gotta put it together. Their quarterback just came back. You know, so he's a little rusty, but he'll be ready. With the number 1 seed, he got enough time to go in there and practice.
You know, he did just come off an injury, so
shoulder injury, so yeah.
You know, his arm isn't going to be there, but I just want to say this. You know, Eagles ain't even that good. You know, Eagles.
The number 1 seed didn't just fall on their lap.
Their schedule was easy.
So it was yours.
No, it was not. We dealt with a lot of trauma. Eagles just had a team already around them. But I will say this. Jalen Hurts did surprise the fucking hell out of me, man.
Yeah, the way he's improved, it's second to none, man. He's
just going for it. He is. He's a student of the game, man. He sucks in all the juice that he can and just takes in what everyone has to say. And those critiques, he makes them even better. That's all I love about him.
I agree. And Niners better watch out because they're right there with you.
You know, I will say that there's going to be a problem, but I think we will sneak away with the win, man. 22-16.
That's yet to be seen.
But 22, man. They didn't score that many points, man.
Yeah, they didn't need to. They're the number 1 seed. They just had to put it away.
But I want to touch down on this. You know, how are you going to, get... I'm not hating on them. It's the last season. They didn't even have to win the game if we're being real experienced about it. But the Giants... They were playing with second and third stringers, man.
Yeah, it makes sense. You know, they don't want to get nobody hurt. They're already in the playoffs. They can't go any higher, so that
D-Web,
they got to be smart about it.
He's starting for that QB. You know, he's taking over for the starter. He played absolutely phenomenal. And even Giants fans were surprised.
Yeah,
they seen him play and they were just astonished. And I was. Dude was ripping the ball. And I like to see that from backups.
Yeah, hey, nowadays,
you gotta fight for your spot.
Nowadays, backups, they surprise you. They'll surprise you.
They come in hot. Yeah,
Purdy. Look at you. There we go.
Big cock Brock, BCB. They gotta fix a lot though. Eagles are in the woodwork. They're gonna have to fix what they're doing because whatever they're doing right now.
Their quarterback is back. Like I said, their record speaks for themselves.
They better hope they're warmed up.
They will. They'll be ready. They'll be ready.
You know what's coming? The red and gold Niners.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
I like Philly, though, man. I'm not gonna shit on them. Kansas City Chiefs versus Raiders, man. I know this person that hurt you a little bit.
It hurts, but I'm not surprised, to be honest. Mahomes is Mahomes. He's the MVP of the league.
Absolutely.
The Raiders, we wet the bed again. But strategically, I think the coach, he wanted to lose. Not that we had a chance to win, because we don't.
I like how you realize the Raiders just aren't a good team at all.
We're just, one week we're tanking, the other week, God knows.
I just like the excuses Raiders fans make,
I'm realistic.
It really fills me up,
I'm realistic, Jay,
And I'm realistic too,
But look, we couldn't run the ball. Stidham, I think he was trying to force the play. He was trying to make plays. He wants that starting job, but it's not for him.
It's not gonna happen.
It's for Tom Brady. Remember that, Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
It makes sense, Jay. It's the only quarterback that makes sense.
So you think Tom Brady is gonna solve your issues?
Yes. The GOAT. We bringing the GOAT. Come on, baby.
So you guys can't draft.
We probably, we'll get a quarterback in the draft.
You guys can't draft a player, so you gotta pick him, right?
You gotta pick him. Hey, he's right there. He wants it. We want it. It's a win-win.
I want to see the failure of Tom Brady going to the Raiders. That's gonna be a great season.
Nah, he's gonna.
What's the next excuse is gonna be for the next season?
Nah, Jay, he's gonna bring his back. Isn't there. Nah, he's gonna bring players with him. He wants to retire a Raider, like everybody else. He wants to know what it feels like to put that silver and black on. Excuse me, black and silver. And I can't wait for it. Honestly, shit, I want to win. I don't give a damn about nothing else, Jay. I want to win.
You guys are never gonna win.
I want to win, and I know he's a winner. That's what we need.
He is a winner.
He's a winner.
But do you think he's going to
win? And I know he'll punk the coach, and he'll call his own plays because he's that boy. I'm telling you, he's the GOAT.
So what you're saying is Derek Carr was never that boy.
Man, speaking about Carr, look, we gave him 9 years with us. He never showed us nothing. He's good. He's the middle of the pack, Jay. Middle of the pack. It hurts me to say, but it's reality.
I'm glad that you guys.
He's the middle of the pack.
Finally noticed that. He's just the interception.
He was never mobile. No, he wasn't mobile. He'll get hot if the protection is right, but once he has to, get out the pocket, throw it, he's no good. So he moves like he's 300 pounds.
So what you're saying is he's one dimensional. Then he's just not a good QB for you guys.
Carr, I'm done talking about. Carr's done. He's left the Raiders, so he's nothing now.
No apologies.
But no Carr, I love the Carr though. I wish him the best. Just when he plays us, I hope he loses and breaks a leg. But speaking about Carr, a lot of people they're wondering where is he going. And if you ask me, Jay, he's gonna go to the Texans where his brother used to play, because they definitely need a quarterback. And I think he's gonna go to the Texans. Honestly, and we'll be seeing him.
That's not out of the picture. I believe that.
We'll be seeing him.
But do you think the NFL will take a chance on Carr? These teams will take a chance on him?
Yeah, because good quarterbacks just don't grow,
I mean, after this, Jimmy G's up for grabs, man, and I feel like it's going to be a bloodbath to get him.
Jimmy is not, you can't count on him. The man's going to get hurt. Carr, he'll go through years before he gets hurt.
He'll go through another 10 years, and he won't get you a playoff spot either.
Carr's
That's why Jimmy G is just that boy,
Carr should just retire, but he's not.
It is what it is. Raider Nation continues to lose. It just is what it is. They're never gonna prosper with the.
Yeah, we're waiting on the draft. Our focus is on the draft. Hopefully,
you guys just need to get rid of all your staff, bro.
Hey, I don't like the I don't like the Patriot way. We should have kept John Gruden.
Yeah, but he left.
Yeah, you know how they did it.
He's gone, man. Can we just speed this up a little bit and just? I want to touch down a little bit on the Cowboys versus Commanders, man.
Well, I could say this, man. The Cowboys ain't ready for the playoffs. They ain't looking like they're ready.
Dak Prescott ain't that man.
He's not, bro. He's not.
He's choker.
Look, if Carr is 12, Prescott is 11. He's a middle of the pack dude,
You know what you're saying?
He can play good, and hey, he'll make you think, hey, man, we got something going, but
no.
Prescott, he's a choker, man. Choker.
He did it last season with us.
Just like Romo.
It happened in the playoffs last season with us. They choked.
Yeah, I almost wish they play you guys again. That was a hell of a game. But you got to get past Seattle.
Seattle's not this
is where I think you guys already think you won and haven't even played the game. and that can be a factor. Overconfident, you go in.
So
Next
you
thing you know, you're down 20-0.
That's a valid fact. The Seahawks with Geno is not the Seahawks with Russell.
Geno's not that boy. Geno's a good backup. I don't know what Pete Carroll's. I don't know what he's smoking or drinking, but
he has HDV. He's high and drunk.
He's a coach. What do I know?
Yeah.
I got eyes. I got 20/20.
Man, he's won them games, so it's not the woodwork to say he's not a bad QB. I just don't think he's gonna be the direction they're gonna be heading to. Cowboys versus Commander, man, it wasn't even close.
No, and you know what? The Cowboys had their starters in there. I was shocked. I was like,
They had their starters. They got wiped.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think the Commanders had a second string. I don't know who they had on there, but
they weren't even using all their starters.
Like I said, they got a lot of things to fix.
I don't think there's nothing to fix. I just think the team's garbage. It's just, I mean, I'll do with all due respect, Cowboys, but no respect. Your team is garbage. Like
they just, they hype them up too much, man.
Dak is not
America's team or whatever, but nah, they
still think
they got a good defense. Like I said, they got to tighten up their tools. They
need to tighten up everything because they're not it.
They should have never let Amari Cooper go. He still had a little juice, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, but what do you think? Cowboys just not gonna do it all ever. But
I hope they don't. Shit.
I hope they crash and land in the playoffs first round. But hey, Dak Prescott continues to live up to his name. Choker like Romo. And first round they're gone. I'm just calling it out. It's just there's no way around it. All right, let's get on to the juicy part. The meat, good old meat potatoes right here.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
Playoffs. Yup.
Okay. Now,
I'll go over your conference.
Yeah, I'll do the AFC. I want to start with the Saturday games.
Okay.
We're gonna have. You guys are the first game of the playoffs. You guys will be playing at home, Santa Clara.
Yes.
Playing Seattle at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time here on the West Coast.
Absolutely. I'm gonna call off that.
I'm not gonna ask you who you go for. We know who you know. But a prediction. Give me a score and who shines. Who shines in the game? Give me 2 players.
I think.
And why?
2 players and why they will shine.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you had to get game balls out, 2 of them. Who would it be and why?
I think this is gonna be a showing for Ayuk, Brandon Ayuk. He's been in the shadows a little bit, but he's been clutching us up. When Debo was hurt.
Right, he's ready. He's just waiting for his number to be called.
He can be definitely a top 5 wide receiver, but he's in a system where everyone gets the ball and everyone feeds.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone gets their grub, gets their food.
Everybody and everybody gets their slice of the pie and shit.
When you're on the Niners, it's a team game. It's not like the Raiders where you just pass it to Devontae Adams and you just hope for the best.
Raiders, whatever works, just win, baby. That's all it's about.
But yeah, Brandon Ayuk and then I can't say this enough. Brock Purdy, man. Brock Purdy.
So those two. I'm gonna keep that in mind, and I'm gonna tell you
Brandon Ayuk.
When we come back.
I still think Debo's he usually doesn't have the hardest first game of the playoffs. He warms up. He's like in a car. He's a good old car.
As you go, he gets better.
He just gets ramped up, gets juiced. Brock Purdy, man. I believe the score will probably be in the 30s. I'm calling 38. 38. 38.
16? Okay. 38. We'll see.
Niners never disappoint me. Bang, bang, not a gang.
Now, Jay, another game on Saturday, man. NFC game. Jacksonville versus the Chargers. At 5:15 p.m.
I'll say it on Saturday?
Yeah, on Saturday.
Good team.
Jaguars are the 4th. They're playing the 5th, so that's a good.
Chargers are good, and Jaguars to me are not that good. It's kind of a little understandable.
They're the black horse. I'm telling you, hey, they could do something out there.
I believe
they got nothing to lose. They already feel like, why are we even here? What do we,
I believe the Chargers are a better team because mainly just the QB Herbert.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's
You know, I think we were talking about this earlier. You know, Herbert is you know, if Mahomes wasn't there, Herbert would be that guy.
Yeah, he would.
He's always going to be that second best.
He's talented, and
you know, he's young.
He has everything, Jay. Everything.
He has all the pieces around him. Pass rushing game is absolutely phenomenal. You know, can they put it together?
They have to, because last year they didn't make the playoffs. The Raiders took them out. You know, they're such a good quarterback and a good team for them not to keep going.
They crumbled,
but they're fighting. They're gonna go against the black horse. This guy's got nothing to lose.
This is their year, man.
You know, they're already in the playoffs. They already feel like we already won. So let's just keep it going.
What do you feel like? You know, to argument like what you said to me last. What do you feel like? Who's going to be the stronger players, and who do you have going for the win?
I got the Chargers. I got Herbert. If I had to give him a game ball, I know he's going to get 300 plus.
Absolutely.
You know, they're going to be away though, so it's not going to be too easy.
You think he performs better away or at home, man?
I think he's better at home, but like I said, I don't think he's been in the playoffs. I think this is his first time. So
you think he's gonna crumble?
He might crumble. He might crumble, and it's not easy to play out there in Florida. It's not easy. That's too far from home.
Nice and humid.
But, you know it.
But you know.
Yeah, but Herbert and Keenan Allen.
Absolutely phenomenal player that you're talking about right there.
We're talking about greatness.
Duo right there.
Yeah, so let's see what happens.
See what happens, man.
But moving on, Jay, let me touch down on Sunday games.
Let's go.
Okay, on Sundays, we have the number 2 Buffalo
Bills
against Miami, number 7. So
I want to just.
Who do you got? That's a good game, and it's the morning. You're gonna have to wake up early.
And they're not gonna play with Tua, right?
I don't believe so. But if they do,
that might be a closer game.
Definitely.
But they did scratch out their win, just barely. But the Dolphins did make it. But I just can't. You can't not root for the Bills, man. With everything that's happened with them, they're just that underdog.
I feel you on that.
I don't believe in Josh Allen as their QB, but you know you gotta do what you gotta do. That's what their team they're made of. You know, the whole story with them right now is going on with Damar Hamlin. I'm just rooting for them. If you're not rooting for Buffalo Bills, what are you doing? You know.
Well, look, I'm now that the players nice and back home, I ain't rooting for them no more. But on this game, I would say, Jay, I got the Bills going. I got the Bills winning, and winning good because they already beat Miami with Tua in the snow. But if they don't have Tua out there, Miami, it's gonna be a blowout. It's a blowout. It's a blowout. You know, and
you don't believe
I think
backup can do it?
I don't believe so. I don't believe so. Oh no, this is the playoffs. This is a different league. You know what I mean? This is major leagues. This ain't no.
The legends can be made here, man.
Yeah, but it won't be that night. You know what I mean? And
if you're watching this, man, don't take it personal.
And yeah, I think the Bills. You know, they always been so close. They've been doing so good for a couple of years. I think it's their time to step it up. It's time to shine. And they got motivation behind it. They got the player that got hurt. They're gonna do it for him.
Absolutely.
And if he can come in for whatever reason, if he's 100, if he can come in, there's no telling where they can go.
I don't think just to even watch the game and support his team would even probably make the team morale even better.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I
Most
think.
Definitely.
I think that's what you want to see.
Another game, Jay, I want to touch on. Baltimore and Cincinnati. Divisional game, good game. You know that's a good game.
Gonna be a great one.
You know, my question is Lamar gonna play? Because I know Lamar's been distant. I don't know what Lamar wants anymore. Some people say it's injury. Some people say he wants a new contract. I know he wants to get paid. He's been trying to get paid.
He hasn't got paid.
But I don't think Harbaugh and them believe in him enough to pay that man. And you know, the longer they wait, the more they're gonna have to pay. So.
Absolutely.
I don't know if he's going to play in there next year if he doesn't get paid. I think he might hold out. And, you know, I don't think he really wants to play this game. If they're not, you know, he has to come to good terms. But if he's in, it's definitely going to be an interesting game. And maybe he has something to prove to the coaching staff and everybody else.
Lamar, man, he's a great player. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts. In the regular season, he dominates every season, but in
Yeah,
the
he's
playoff
close to
time,
MVP every year, you know.
in the playoff time, man, though, it's jokes.
He does.
Maybe it's different this season, but like I said, I wouldn't if I was in his viewpoint and in his body. They're not paying me, so why should I work for free?
Right. He's won MVP, I believe. He's done everything
they've asked of him.
Yes, and
they're
why
not
they haven't paid him, I really don't know.
It's like, why would you work for a job and keep working and keep working?
And they don't appreciate it. They don't appreciate you, and the stats and everything speaks for itself.
It's not like he's not a bad. He's a good employee at the end of the day.
Fuck it, bring him to the Raiders. We would love to have him too, man. In our reality.
Hey, I would prefer him.
And Cincinnati though, Jay. Cincinnati, Joe Burrow. He wants that cigarette when he starts winning. He wants that cigar after the game. He's waiting on it.
And you know what? I believe him because I think they're gonna take it all the way, and I think they're gonna take it all the way. And I think Bengals are gonna crush the Chiefs.
That's yet to be seen, but
no, it has been seen. You know what happened last season?
I seen it.
Because they have to go against them.
They got to climb the ladder to get to KC. Everybody's got to climb that ladder.
There's no ladder because it's a stepping stone for them.
Okay, we'll see.
Joe Burrow is that guy. He is him.
He was in the Super Bowl last year, so he's definitely.
And he's even better.
He definitely got what it takes. And maybe, like you said, he wants that rematch and get back in it. But like I said, he got to get back KC, man, in my opinion. Another game, Jay. Another Sunday game.
Throw it on me.
Minnesota, New York. Minnesota,
I don't think
number 3. New York, number 6.
I don't think Minnesota's that good, even though they do have a good stat line on them. They do have wins. I think they will win, but I don't think Minnesota Vikings will make it far. I think after this, it's one.
Yeah, I think they beat New York.
Easily.
I
respect New York though. They did cusp their way up to make it. I didn't think they would make the playoffs, but
neither did I, honestly.
This whole season been bugging me out.
Right. I hear you.
It's like with the Raiders thinking they were good at the start of the season, but they really weren't.
I'm telling you, the Raiders had it all to shine, but fuck it. No defense, you can't do much. But no excuses. But like I think Minnesota wins. They're playing at home. It's gonna be cold.
Everything is in their pocket. They're used to it. Pocket, this is like bread and butter for them,
Yeah.
If they don't win,
I mean they're a decent team. They got a good record. The record didn't fall in their lap, but I just don't trust their quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't trust the quarterback. But hey, he's a vet. This might be his year, but I doubt it. But shout out to the fans, no hate.
Shout out to all y'all, man.
To all the fans. We just want to see good games. I do. My Raiders are out. I can't say much.
Hey,
I'm all about a good game in the playoffs.
What happens when you support a team like that,
But another game, Jay. The last game, Tampa Bay, Cowboys. Monday. That's Monday at 5:15.
That's gonna be a
p.m.
doozy.
Pacific time.
But that's a doozy because neither team I feel like is that strong. But
yeah, they both got shit they got to work on, man.
Man, it's like you can't rule out Brady, man. It's Brady. Like, he's a playoff king. Time and time after again, he makes it.
Yeah, he does. He's Lex Luger, man. He's that guy.
He's him.
Yeah, and I
feel like you're a menace for rooting against him, And I don't like him. But he's proven time and time again he is the GOAT.
Man, it's hard to hate him, Jay. He's the oldest player
Absolutely.
to play quarterback.
He's old man.
He's a
king.
People love to play with him, for him.
Against him.
He's not cocky, man. He's he's all about the team. He's all about the rings. He's not about himself. He can be selfish and go somewhere else and make a boatload of money.
Absolutely.
And nobody's gonna even go against that. Everybody's gonna feel like, damn, he deserves it.
Wilson. That's right. Yeah, but Brady, man, you just can't.
Who you got winning, Jay? Honestly,
I feel like everybody and their mom was gonna say Cowboys, but let's be real here. Brady, the GOAT, the man, he is him. He is the dog, and he's gonna go get that win against the Cowboys. It's going to be a close game. I'm not ruling the Cowboys out.
Give me a score prediction.
It's going to be a close one. I don't think they're going to score off the boatload. I'm going to put 23 in Buccaneers' favor. Maybe 24, depending. To 13.
13. Oh, that's a close one. That is not too far.
I don't think they're rifling with power for their touchdowns.
Me, Jay, I would have to go with the Cowboys. I think they're gonna get it right. I think their defense is gonna give Tom Brady a hard time. And after they lose, Tom Brady loses. He's gonna feel like I'm straight to Las Vegas.
You want him to cope and go to Vegas, huh?
But on a serious note, though, I think Cowboys got what it takes, on defense. Now, if Prescott gonna choke and do what he does, that's yet to be seen. But they got CeeDee Lamb, they got weapons out there. It's gonna be a good game.
Too bad they just don't have a QB though.
They don't.
But hey, Cowboys fan, they're delusional.
He's the middle of the pack though. You give him the right defense, he's got to shine. Cowboys gonna shine this time, I believe.
If you put Brock Purdy on anyone, he's gonna make that team shine.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, Dak Prescott's not him. I believe he's gonna choke. I can't believe you decided to say Cowboys.
I'm going with the Cowboys. I'm going against all odds.
I believe defense does win games, but not for Cowboys. They're gonna choke, man. He's gonna throw a pick, and it's gonna be the worst.
And I'm gonna say Cowboys 27, Tampa Bay 24. It's gonna be a close one.
Field goal. Field goal.
Yeah, field goal. Just like that.
Man, it's been a good one, man. It really has.
Yeah, it does. I can't wait for another hostile takeover, Jay.
Next episode's even better, spicier, more precision, more control.
We're getting better at this, you know what I mean?
Every day, we're doing this for y'all, man. We're doing it for y'all.
That's right.
We want to keep updating you guys on this sports. Keep tuned in. This is your man host, Jay. And this is my man,
Raider Boy.
Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, man. Hit that notification. Peace.